Oh my god. I can't believe I spent $2,000. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be sharing what I spend in a week as a 26-year-old software developer advocate working at Google. You might recognize me from this millennial money that was posted over a year ago. Let's just say that I'm very different because last year I was saying things like $200 goes towards groceries and $100 for eating out. And the total rent for the apartment is about $4,000 and my room costs about $1,400. This is actually the most I've ever spent on rent, and I was a little mad to spend this much on rent. Let's just say my philosophy is totally different from what it was over a year ago. I'm older, maybe less wiser than I was back in the day, but more wise for my current situation. And in this video, I'll be sharing what I spend in a week. So let's talk about just some expenses off the bat. So just to even live in my apartment, I'm spending about $600 every week. My apartment is a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom apartment in Jersey City. For this apartment, we pay $34.50, and I personally pay $2,300 for my bedroom, which is the master bedroom in this apartment, and it has its own bathroom. Half of the space I use as my office space, so that's where I do my work, I do filming. The other half of the bedroom I use for just, sleeping. So just to even breathe in this apartment, take a single breath, it costs me $625 every week. So now let's talk about my first day. So the first day is Friday. So this is a very typical Friday working from home. I was running out of groceries, but with the little groceries I had, I was able to cook some food at home. As you'll see throughout this week, a lot of the food I eat is homemade food because I like the way I cook, and I can cook pretty well, to be honest. Also just saves me a lot of money, and I don't necessarily always want to eat out. So this day I was actually kind of running out of food, so I decided to go grocery shopping with my sister, who convinced me to go out to Trader Joe's. The train there cost me about $2.25. And I was way too excited because this was my first time in Trader Joe's after like an entire year. So like I really went ham and I bought everything. I bought a lot of junk food and ended up paying in total for my groceries $70.17, which honestly sounds about right for how I've been eating during this pandemic. I no longer have a $50 a week grocery budget. It's more like $70, and if I eat out, over $100. Because we bought too many things, we got too excited, we had to pay for an Uber back to the apartment, and that cost $30. Split between 2 people, that was $15. Yep, starting off this week really strong by spending a lot of money on food, and this day I spent a total of $87.42. So the next day was weekend day. My weekends during the pandemic have honestly been pretty lazy, pretty chill. I'm either filming, editing, maybe I'll chat with my friends on FaceTime. I'm not really doing a lot of social activities outside. But this Saturday, I'm also doing something I've been doing a lot during this pandemic, is actually looking at real estate. So I'm honestly thinking about buying a property in Jersey City because I've honestly really enjoyed living in Jersey City. And I think, you know what, it's time for me to buy some real estate. That's always been a dream of mine, to own my own property. So today I decided to tour some houses with my realtor, and yeah, it didn't go well, which is how it's kind of been going throughout this entire time. What I want is the price is over here, but the money I have is over here. I saw some really great properties, but they didn't really fit with my budget and didn't fit with what I wanted. And I decided to drown my sorrows by stopping at a local cafe and grabbing coffee and a small snack. And this small snack cost me $7.92. Then I took the train back home, which was $2.25. And at home, I just had very simple, like late lunch, dinner, which just made some potatoes, bacon, and eggs that I had left over. So in total for this day, I spent $12.42, which is pretty good. So on Sunday, I decided that I really wanted more of those Trader Joe's cheeseless cheesecakes because I kind of got slightly obsessed with them this week. So I decided to go back to Trader Joe's. I spent $5 back and forth to Trader Joe's. I forgot people's commitment to Trader Joe's, and I should have known on a Sunday this is the worst time to go grocery shopping in the city. I really underestimated people's commitment to Trader Joe's. When we went there, we were met with a very long line of people, and I had to wait about 30 minutes to grab my groceries. Because it's Trader Joe's and you just always leave with a little bit extra, I ended up getting a little bit more than the cheeseless cheesecake, and I ended up spending $20.52 on groceries. So by the time I got home, I was a little tired and I didn't have enough energy to like put something together and also to edit my video that I wanted to post. So what I decided to do was I decided to just order food from Uber Eats. I got myself a poke bowl, and that poke bowl was $22.62. Now let's go to Monday. Like I talked about before, I'm working from home most of the time, and that's basically all I do. Just work from home, eat food, eat snacks, very chill, regular days. So on Monday was my first 0 day. I ate my typical meals that I eat at home. I had some oatmeal, had some yams, eggs, and vegetables, and I also had some miscellaneous snacks throughout the day. And in total, this day was $0. It was my first $0 day. So now let's move on to Tuesday. So on Tuesday, I went to my personal training session, which was about $42.65 for a 30-minute training session. So yeah, it was another work from home day. I ate all my meals at home. I ended up buying my mom a small gift for Mother's Day. And because I was already on the store, I got a little bit excited and I decided to buy myself some really cute pajamas. And in total, I spent about $578 on that shopping trip for a gift for her and a gift for me as well. But I ended up returning a couple of those things. The total cost of the shopping trip was about $300. Now let's move on to Wednesday. This is another $0 day. Ate at home, went to my gym in my building, and just basically didn't really spend a lot of money on anything. Now let's move on to Thursday. So Thursday, I was expecting it to be like a $0 day plus my training session, but things turned out a little bit differently that day. I went to my trainers again, and this was a $42.65 expense for a 30-minute training session. I ate food at home like I always do. But then I was on my group chat with my girls and we were chatting about a couple things, and one of my friends brought up the fact that I should consider buying Dogecoin. So if you don't know, I made a video all about investing in cryptocurrency, specifically Bitcoin, and that's something I've been dabbling in a little bit this year. The Bitcoin did pretty well, but I didn't invest in any other cryptocurrency because y'all know me, I love myself some index funds. I love some nice, diversified, safer like investments. And I was willing to put in like a large amount because I was pretty convinced by what she said. But then I talked to my boyfriend and he was like, maybe it doesn't make sense to invest such a large amount in Dogecoin specifically. Why not buy some Ethereum and, you know, be a little bit more safer in your cryptocurrency investment? Long story short, I decided to invest $1,000 in Ethereum and Dogecoin, and literally 2 days after, like that investment has done very poorly. I put in $1,000 and right now my investment is, the total cost right now is $698. So of course it went down after Elon went on SNL. Dogecoin did not hit $1, it actually dropped 30%. So that lets you know when you're doing your investing, think about it a little bit harder. Don't just go off a friend's recommendation. All in total for that day, I spent about $1,042.65 in total. So in conclusion, this week was a pretty good week. Typically, I'm not investing the way I invested this week. Usually my investing happens automatically every month. This week I spent in total, not including my rent and utilities, I spent $1,540.78. I'll be putting a breakdown of like how everything works out when we look at investing, food, clothes, gym, and transportation. If we're including rent, that total is about $2,161.28. So yeah, that's about how much I spent this week. Usually every month I'm spending $3,000 to $4,000 a month. That's how much I spend in a week as a developer advocate in the New York City area, aka Jersey City. And I hope you enjoyed this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to give this video a thumbs up and smash that subscribe button to show my channel some love. And yeah, I hope you found this video interesting, just walking with me through how I spend my money for a week.